Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd.
What's going on, Beaches? Come on in, smash that like button. Smash that like button, fam. Here we go. Getting ready for a man cast. Gotta smash that like. What up, fam? How we doing? How we doing today? Hello, Beach. What's up, Beaches? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Be too hard, wanted to be, and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real.
Happy to have you back. What's up, Gwendol? Tree hugger. Hello, hello. You have an Android and you can't hear the voice messages. You got to get yourself an iPhone. Don't know. Everything's optimized for iPhone for apps and stuff always, so I couldn't help you. Anyone else with Androids? Get yourself an iPhone. Get yourself a real phone, fam. Come on now. Come on. I'm just kidding.
He's heating up!
I keyed. Oh, happy to hear it.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy. Ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is tunable. Don't need a muse when I'm
Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Yeetsy von Skeetsy. Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 testicles, testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 16, Hundo, and 16, DSC6 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We how flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Everest and K2 flexing on all you beaches. Let's get some gorillas to start today's episode. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And as always, we got a great show for you all today. Make sure you smash that like button if you're watching live. Remember, hit that subscribe button on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube so you can catch us live every day. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Turn those notifications to always on. Don't be a jabroni or a jabbernet. Make sure you are turning on those notifications because you don't want to miss a single thing that happens here inside the Swole fam. And a reminder, you can check the scrolly down below because we got amazing specials for Swolenormous X. Now is the time to join. We got the Fuck Your Resolution specials going on right now. I know. A lot of you are joining. A lot of you are already joined. And a lot of you are ready to get you fucking amped. And I've been sending out some voice messages on, especially on that Swole text tip, getting those voice messages, making sure you're getting your pump on. Papa Swolio's watching you. I'm watching you. Okay. So again, I want to reiterate, we talked about it yesterday, talk about it in the pre-roll. If you have an iPhone, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about in the little before when you talk about voice messages, we're talking about Apple Podcasts because you can't leave a review on Spotify. But if you are not yet leaving or you have not yet left a review on Apple Podcast, even if you have an iPhone and you like to listen on Spotify, please head on over to Apple Podcast and leave a review. You just scroll down, you hit those stars, you leave a review because I'm featuring top reviews in the pre-roll of the podcast. And I'd love to give you a shout out here on the actual podcast itself. Going to give you a little lead time to start leaving some more fresh reviews. So if you have not yet left a review, do so today on Apple Podcast, and I'm happy to feature you and love to give you a shout out because it does help. Just like when you hit the like button here, just like when you hit the subscribe button, just like when you drop comments, it makes a big deal in the distribution of Apple and YouTube showing the podcast to more people. I mean, like, hey, maybe you like to watch this because a lot of people like to watch and a lot of people think it's awesome. So why wouldn't you want to share it? Why wouldn't you want to share it? We think that you would like to watch this because Booger Bubble likes it. And Natasha dropped some unicorns and some nuts in the comments. So you might want to drop some unicorns and nuts in the comments. Am I right? Or am I right? I think I'm right. Let's get into it. So thank you for everyone that's leaving a review. Make sure you leave a review. Even if you watch and you prefer to watch and you prefer to use YouTube, make sure you leave a review on Apple Podcast. Thank you very much. Let's get into today's episode. Let's release this nut. So Siobhan says release the test. Josh wants to see that sexy peppermint tip, and I concur. The opening of the nut. Let's bust it. Put some respect on it. That's a nice card. That's a nice card. Look at it. Look at you, Leo. Look at you, fresh off the door. Nice bow tie. Drinking again. Drinking again. Like, not even a question. Obviously, Leo's drinking. Obviously, he's boozing. It's only 5:20 on the East Coast. Why wouldn't Leo be, why wouldn't he be saucing up already? Getting that champagne any time of day, whether it's the morning, whether it's the afternoon or the evening, Leo's boozing. So, man, he's like, Rose, let go of me. Oh, just wash away my sorrows. Anyway, hashtag execute more to win today's Swole card. Let me do this a little bit better. Let me get that scrolly. Let me get that scroll yellow. I want that execute more. I want that execute more in yellow because it's abrasive and it's going to pop out and slap you in the tits. Boom. Nailed it. It's going to restart. There we go. Christopher Flores. Hey fam, made it to my favorite part of the day. Execute more. What up, Beesh? What's going on? Let's get some comments. What'd you smash today? How has your day been going? It is Thursday, October the 8th, 2020. We are through the first week of this month. So I hope October is better for you than September, than August. I hope you're having a great day and a great month. Jesse told my friend about the fam. She said, we sound cultish. I said they helped keep me from backsliding on my fitness journey. Then she admitted she gained 10 pounds in lockdown. She needs the fam. Damn straight. What, I mean, and you have to think about what defines a cult. I think it's a pretty damn good cult that inspires you to be the best person that you can be, that inspires you to take care of your health. I think that's the best kind of cult possible. So Swole fam, the Swole fam is the fam. It's something completely different. But of course, Anytime someone sees something from the outside, oh my God, you all sound disciplined. You all sound so dedicated. It sounds like a cult. Why? Because we want to put our health first? Because we're not succumbing to the stupid narrative that the virus is slaughtering everyone like a plague. You know what's crazy? With all these debates and the vice presidential debate last night, I'm not going to get political about all this stuff right now, but I want to talk about the vid and I want to talk about the actual numbers, because every time I hear someone say that 200,000 people died from this virus, it brings us back to how many people die every year from the flu, but also that 300,000 people a year approximately die from obesity and obesity related issues. So it's strange how we don't talk about that enough. Okay, I'm always talking about it. I'm always talking about obesity. I'm always talking about this blind turn, this blind, just complete blinders on to the obesity epidemic. And what's crazy is, you know, that Venn diagram, if you overlap the obesity epidemic and you overlap people that got COVID, you know that there's going to be a lot of correlation. A lot of people that suffered under COVID, that suffered from it, are obese. And a lot of people probably didn't have to die from COVID if they were taking care of their health. So we don't complain about obesity at any other time. The same amount of people died from obesity this year as last year, and more, because more people are stuck inside, more people are depressed, more people are eating junk food, less people are exercising, less people are going outside, so you're not getting vitamin D. No one's talking about vitamin D. No one's talking about sunlight. Everyone's just talking about, oh my God, put a mask on and hide. How about taking care of your fucking health? Crazy how we don't talk about obesity. And the sick part is that we're not talking about obesity. Not only that, but we are promoting it. We are promoting obesity. And I noticed I was on TikTok earlier because I was dropping a couple posts, and I saw that hashtag body positivity was trending.
Matt Damon.
So body positivity is this hijacked movement. Body positivity is a hijacked movement that is trying to justify being obese, justify being fat, rather than actually treat body positivity for what it should be, is respecting your body, taking care of your health. We use this as leverage to, we don't have to lose weight to love ourselves. Well, you do need to lose weight to be healthier, but that's besides the point. It's not about your feelings, it's about facts. And if you're not taking care of your health, you are going to have health issues. So whether you like it or not, you should take care of your health. I don't know why body positivity has to be something separate from health. It's not. It's now the absence of health. If you want to be body positive, you can't lose weight, because then you're not body positive. Then you're trying to change yourself. Well, you're in denial of science. You're in denial of the facts that obesity kills. So fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid stuff. Anyway, what'd you smash today? Let's get some around the horn. Jeff, I work out in the evenings, smashed back and buys last night, doing yoga and walking 2 miles tonight. Very nice. Very nice, Jeff. I've been doing some more evening workouts. I'm going to pump after this podcast, and I'm feeling good. Feeling good. I feel like pumping today. I feel like pumping after this today. A little post podcast pump, a little PPP. Anyone for some PPP? Some post podcast pump? Some triple P action? That's where daddy's going. Booger bubble. Isn't it like 30,000 people a month dying from obesity? Yes, it is. It's 30 to 40,000 people a month are dying from obesity related issues. So as much as we want to be like, oh my God, COVID is killing people left and right. Is it really? Or are people dying even more so every day on the regular from preventable? Now, COVID's not preventable. It kind of is, but it's kind of not. Everyone's pretty much going to get this virus eventually, whether or not there's a vaccine in time, X, Y, and Z. But a virus doesn't leave. It's going to mutate. It's going to be around like the flu forever. Now, when it comes down to obesity, obesity doesn't have to be around forever, but it seems like we want to keep that around. Why? Big pharma, big food, plus, oh my God, lifestyle changes. Oh, lifestyle changes. I don't want to change my life. I don't want to take responsibility. Fuck that shit. Why would I want to take responsibility when I can just change my hashtag? I don't have to do any work. It's easier. It's easier, right? It's a better way to do it, you would think. Let's see. Rhinoceros Flex. Look at you changing your screen name. Only 6% of the 200,000 died strictly from the vid. Yeah, we're finding out all those details. Those things that are slipped under the rug from the mainstream media. They just want to scare you all the time. Brenna Canfield, execute more. Time to get my ass in gear and start the 90-day dash again after being a lazy ass for the last month. Time to kick ass and take accountability. Damn straight. Now, this doesn't mean don't wear a mask. This doesn't mean that just be an idiot and spit on people. What I mean is all of a sudden people are acting like people dying. People die every fucking day. We're acting like people dying from COVID is anything different than regular people dying. I think it should be much more atrocious and much more of a slap in the face of our culture and our science and our appreciation for human life that we are not attacking preventable issues. Isn't that just like the fundamental bane of human psychology, that we tend to have anxiety and we tend to stress and focus on things we can't control? Isn't that strange? We tend to focus as humans, we tend to focus on things that we cannot control. Shouldn't we be focusing on things that we can control? Shouldn't we be focusing on exercising, better diet, better meditation, better mobility, better community? Shouldn't we be focusing on our health? Because that's what we can control. Can you control whether or not China creates or has shitty policies that leads to the release of a virus? You can't control that. You can't control what any other country does. You can't even control what another person does. You can't control jack shit. What can you control? Unless you have kids. If you have kids, you can control what they do or you can guide them. But you as an individual, you only have control over what you do. So that behooves you to take control over the fucking shit you can do. Do better for yourself. Focus on your shit. Do better for you. And then let everyone else follow suit, or you lead by example. So come on now, fam. Sarah A. Oh my God. And why are we not talking about obesity? Why can't people take responsibility for their health? That's a good idea. That would be a good idea. Let's get this going. Let's get this going up.
What do you mean, you people?
Let's see. Yuki Luna was just about to go for a walk before getting the daily Swole notification. I might just grab my earbuds and take the whole fam with me. Fucking do it. Fucking do it. Get some Falcon. Oh, the Falcon loves it. The Falcon loves it. Savage Beesh. All right. Now, Tess is protected. Tess is protected from the Falcon when she has the card. Look at that Don King hairdo. Looking good. Looking good. Looking spiky today, you sexy beesh. Hashtag execute more in the comments. And we shall be giving away this Swole card at the end of today's episode. Hit that like button and make sure you hit the share button. Let everyone know that Papa's live right now. We are live. Let everyone know that Daddy's live. I didn't tame the beard. Mama Swolio tamed the beard. I can't tame this fucking beast by myself. That's why it's not. That's why it's not tamed. Anytime the beard gets long, you know we just haven't gotten on the same page and had time to trim the beard. It was a long time coming. It was gross. It was pretty funky. Jesse ran a 5K yesterday. Swolga strength and a mobility session today to recover. I like it. What are we doing? Now? Gwendol did my Swolga week 4 of the 90-day dash and going to do an express yin class. I'm assuming you let the G, so typo. Express yin class during my night at work. Good for you. Crush it, bro. Crush me, bro. Crush it. Josh, people need to help me with my weight stigma and fat phobia. I need more kettlebells and dumbbells to do that. Nice. Don King Tess. Zombie needs a hug. YouTube actually notified me. Look at that. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Daddy YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. All right, let's get into the tip today. We got a lot to cover. Let's go Hambone Jones. Babe, let's just an inch. Just a little bit. It's cold outside. Come on now. Let's go deep. All right, let's get into the first post of the day. This one is from Alice. And Alice says, "Hey fam, I haven't posted in a while. Life got in the way, unexpected health diagnostic and university exams. I went through hospital treatment. I am beyond happy to say that the treatment worked. It was taken early fitness-wise. My doctor told me to stop working out for 1 month, which I did. However, this hasn't stopped me from taking walks, cycling, and meditating regularly. I am now ready to get back on track. I will start with yoga. Have a lovely evening, fam." Very nice. Let's drop some biceps and gorillas. Biceps and gorillas in the comments for Alice. Very nice. Life gets in the way. Life tends to get in the way often, and if you allow it to take over, again, things, when you say life got in the way, these are things you can't control. If you had something come up, if you got into an accident, or if you had something happen, these are things that are going to happen. These are things that are going to come about. that you cannot control. So the question is, how are you reacting to them? How are you adapting to them? How are you changing, or how are you manipulating? When I say manipulating, how are you adjusting yourself in order to adapt to these changes, because they're going to happen? The question is, are you adapting around those occurrences and focusing on what you can control so you don't let them steer you off track? So your doctor told you to stop working out for a month. Boo. Boo. Listen to your doctor, but boo. Boo. We don't like that. We don't like that, but it happens. It happens. If your doctor told you to stop working out for a month, you got to listen to doctor's orders. But at the same time, you're still crushing it. Taking walks, cycling, meditating. Good for you. Your doctor said you can't work out, so I'm assuming lifting weights, because if you're walking and cycling, you're still doing activity. But good for you. As long as you're feeling better, as long as you're doing better, as long as you're staying focused, controlling what you can control, listening to your doctor's orders, and back on track, that's good shit. That's good shit. Okay, let's get into another post. We got this one from inside Instagram. So if you want your question featured here on the show, drop in the comments down below with the hashtag AskPapaSwole or hashtag APS, and we'll feature you on an upcoming episode. This one's from Avantilal Chandandi. Whatever. We'll call her AC. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the question. Papa Swolio ate like crap on the weekend, on a weekend trip, and now can't get back to eating right and working out. What to do? You ate like crap on the weekend trip, and now you can't get back to eating right and working out. What do? You get back on track. You get back on track. Stop beating yourself up for a shitty decision. I would start meditating more regularly and figuring out why you felt like a weekend trip was a reason to eat like shit. Doesn't mean you can't have enjoyment. Doesn't mean you can't have a drink. Doesn't mean you can't, push your limits depending on what your restrictions are or what you should be avoiding, because you want to avoid triggers. You're building discipline. You're doing this for the rest of your life, so you don't have to have a stick up your ass your whole life. But when you are saying you ate like crap on a weekend trip, it sounds like you didn't plan properly. It sounds like you justified it when you were there, and now you're regretting it, and now you, quote, can't get back to eating right. That's full of shit. You're full of shit. Sorry, you're full of shit. Now, it's easier said than done, but you still have to do it. It's very black and white. It's very binary. Either you get back on track or you don't get back on track. This just goes to show that if you can't immediately get back on track, then you shouldn't have done that to begin with. So, for example, myself and a lot of people inside the Swole fam, if you do something, you're back on it. It's like a speed bump, or it's like hitting a pebble on the highway. It doesn't throw you off course at all. It's just it's like a mosquito that you swat. So if you're not able to get back on track or stay focused, then there's no reason to do it in the first place. You're not prepared enough. You're not prepared with your discipline. You're not prepared with your willpower and your fortitude. You haven't built those defenses. You haven't locked down those 7 pillars enough to justify doing that in the first place. You haven't built those habits. That's why you're not back on it. If you have a habit, you don't get back on it. You never fall off. That's what a habit is. A habit is something you don't fall off of. So, for example, I have a habit of reading every night before I go to sleep, whether it's a page, whether it's a sentence, or whether it's 5 chapters. I read every time before bed. The other night, so I was really tired. I laid down. I think my Kindle wasn't charged. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go to sleep. It's one night. It's not, oh my God, I didn't read. I can't fall asleep without reading a couple lines. I'm like, I'll be fine. And the next night I read again. It's such a habit. It was just a nothing thing to not do it one night. It wasn't even a concern. It's not like something I was addicted to. Like I had to do it compulsively before I go to sleep. It's such an ingrained habit for me. It's something that I do one night tomorrow. Then the next night I did it. And it's just back on. It's just a habit. It's something that you do. It's like if you forget to brush your teeth for whatever reason, or the water is out, or the power's out, or something, who knows? It's not like you never brush your teeth again. You just fucking get back to doing it because that's fucking gross. So if you're not eating properly once you get back from it, that's fucking gross. You're just eating shit. You're just poisoning your body. That's fucking gross. So handle your shit. Handle your shit. Stop looking for an excuse. What do I do? What do I do? I ate like crap on the weekend and I can't get back into eating right. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Avanti lal chandani. Now, this is not to fought in your general direction, so to speak.
I fart in your general direction.
But you step the fuck up. If you're surrounding yourself with shitty people, like, I mean, I don't have any more context, but you need to start spending time with people that do things. You go on a weekend trip. Why'd you fuck your face with garbage? Why was that the justification? I don't know. Just sounds like you didn't have the habits that you thought you did and you're regretting it. So good. Feel some shame, feel some regret, and handle your shit next time. Get back on it. You could do it. You could do it. No excuse. Cerny, quit saying you can't and just do it. Yes. Michelle, stop whining. Just do it. Come on. Stop whining. Come on. Stop whining. Come on. Stop whining. Fucking babies. Call like it is, Papa. I try. Let's see. Let's see here. Jeff, you got there once, Avantilal Chandani. Get there again, prioritize your nutrition, and rebuild those habits. Yeesh. Steve, so you ate like 3 whole pizzas that day. Get over it. You got to remember when you first started, I'm sure you were eating crap food, and you made it this far, so that shows you can do it. Yeah, if you did it once, you could do it again. But come on, we all know it's an excuse. I just can't get back to eating right. Bullshit. It just goes to show how, if you can't get back to eating right, do you think that that's healthy? Do you think that those foods, that's not a healthy way to eat? This is why foods are addictive. If you eat shitty foods on the weekend and you just can't get back to eating real fucking food, it shows how addictive foods are. Those concentrated forms of sugar. It's not natural. It's not good for you. That's why it's so powerful. That's why it seems like it's so easy to justify it, because it's so hard not to eat them. Why is it so hard for some people to not eat junk food? It's that addictive. That's why it's not about just restricting those foods. It's about changing your approach to what food means. That's why the 7 pillars, that's why nutrition is quality over quantity. Quality is most important, period, end of story. Calorie value matters. The law of thermodynamics exists. Caloric balance matters, but it's not a priority over the quality of the foods, because if you are restricting shitty quality foods, you're missing nutrients, you're going to have a hard time sticking with proper nutrition. And if you're binge eating all the time and you're cheating all the time, you're just giving yourself excuses, and that lack of discipline is going to bleed into other areas of your life. So it's not a good approach. And everyone likes to justify it because, oh, calories in, calories out. You're justifying lack of discipline that's going to affect and negatively affect other aspects of your 7 pillars, which will hinder your results. And that's why a lot of people that get very mathematical about things, that's why they struggle in other areas of their health and wellness, because they're not focusing on it from the right fundamental principle. Danielle, who you hang out with, it's a big factor. Pillar number 1, fucking preach. That's pillar number 1, your community. Your community and your environment. Who you hang out with is everything. Who you hang out with is everything. Absolutely everything. Yvonne, this is why you can't rely on motivation, inspiration to change. It's easy to find excuses. It's about discipline and building habits. And a little bit of All right. Let me see here. What else we got here today? Let's get into another Swole fan post, and we'll jump right into some knowledge cock. We are cruising right ahead. Let's see what we got here. This one's from Ayana. Any recommendations for what to do when you are getting tired and just want to eat whatever? I've made so much progress, 79 pounds. I'm assuming you lost 79 pounds, so that's fucking good shit. And want to keep going, but I'm so tired. Any recommendations for what to do when you're getting tired and just want to eat whatever? You need to sleep. You need to hydrate more. Oftentimes when people are chronically exhausted, and this is another thing, this is recovery. This is why recovery is pillar number 4, because most people don't sleep enough. If you are chronically sleep deprived, as many people are, if you're chronically sleep deprived, you are more likely to make bad decisions. Your body is going to need a boost, so it's going to send those signals to want sugar. And you're going to want to eat a lot of crap when you're exhausted, because 1, you're making poor decisions because you're not psychologically there, because your brain is exhausted. And plus your body is going to want that boost. So it's going to send a signal, hey, give us some sugar so we can get out of this tired state. So if you're chronically exhausted, that's why most people want to eat crap at night, because they're chronically exhausted. And at 9, 10, at 11 o'clock at night, your body is already sleep deprived. You're in sleep debt, and you should be sleeping at that moment. So at 9, 10, 11, you're having these cravings because you should be sleeping and catching up on sleep. So drink some water, go to bed, and eat during daylight hours. Eat during daylight hours, eat in a time-restricted eating window, and you'll be fine. And you'll be fine. You've made so much progress, and I want to keep going, but I'm so tired. I would definitely check out your nutrition, Ayana. Make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need. If you need some beef organ supplements or you're missing some different things, that could be possible. So make sure you comment and drop those comments or post up again in the private group. And if you're exhausted, you need sleep. You can't replace sleep with supplementation. You can't replace sleep with meditation. You can't replace sleep with anything except for sleep. So it's extremely important. Yeah, right? Michelle, sleep deprivation is a form of torture for some reason. Yeah, because you tend to tell the truth, or you're going to talk more if you're delirious. It's torture because your body needs it to survive. And if you don't get enough sleep, and you're chronically sleep deprived, eventually you're going to fucking die. People that are chronically sleep deprived have higher rates of cancer and heart disease and high blood pressure and diabetes, all those things. It's all related. It's all related. Jeff Ashton, I started drinking a big bottle of water about 20 minutes before bed. No night cravings, but piss like Tom Hanks first thing in the morning. Piss like Tom Hanks first thing in the morning. What movie was that from? Oh. Well, I forget what movie that was from. Good one. Good movie. Good movie. I forget the name. Let's see. Sven, I had sushi on Tuesday. Not my best decision, but I wanted it. But yes, I went back on my regular food right after that. I mean, just do it for fuck's sake. That's right, A League of Their Own. That's right, he went into the locker room and pissed for a long time. That's what it was. Not the Green Mile. No, it was definitely League of Their Own. Yep. No, I have to pay. No, it was A League of Their Own. When he goes into the girls' locker room drunk and he just pisses in the urinal for like 5 minutes. And Madonna's all turned on by it by some fucked up reason. Can you imagine today if you make a movie, even though that was, loosely on a true story? Can you, I mean, definitely very, 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 very loosely, just like the existence of the team. But can you imagine if a woman, I don't know, you couldn't do it the other way around. You couldn't do that today, that's for sure. Woman just comes in, just pisses in the urinal or something. Let's see, Jeff Nasanov. Between having young kids, my wife's work schedule, and the vid, I don't get out much. I hang out with my family, and I want to be the best for them and inspire them to be their best. Hells yeah. I get a lot of work done at night, too. I tend to have clearer thoughts, and I like being up late, but at the same time, doesn't mean that you should be stuffing your face super late at night. Hit that like button, fam. Let's get into the first shit post of the day, shall we? Let's get into a good post. Let's get into some good action. So drop a comment down below and make sure you also hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications if you're not yet subscribed for whatever reason. I think you all are. But if you're not, make sure you do that. All right, we got a post. This is from Jess Baker, The Land Whale, or something like that. I don't know if this is a book or whatever, but land whale, that sounds pretty much like body positivity. Quote, there is power in taking up space. What? There is power in challenging social norms. There is power in being fat and daring to exist. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
You went full retard, man.
So Jess Baker went full retard. There is power in taking up space. There's a lot of force per square inch, I suppose. There is power. There's power in challenging social norms. No. What we have now are all the social justice warrior blue hairs that are just challenging things because they feel entitled and they want attention. People want attention. People want their likes and want their views on social media. So people are just picking up any fucking reason to complain and virtue signal and play the victim. That's what we're doing. We're promoting victimization. We're promoting 8th place trophies. This is bullshit. There is power in being fat and daring to exist. If I hear any of this fat acceptance shit anymore about daring to exist, you mean daring to stuff your fat face with fucking food and not exercise? How stupid can you be? Legit. How stupid can you be? Why is there power in being fat and daring to exist? There's no power in it. You're just flaunting your disease. Literally, you are wearing your disease on your shoulder, essentially. Okay? It's one thing if you have big ears. It's one thing if you have a 5 head. It's one thing if you have short legs. It's one thing if you're 7 feet tall. It's one thing if you're 4 feet tall. Things you can't change. There are things you cannot change in this world. What you can change is being a fat fuck. However, that's not looked highly upon. Oh my God, you're yelling at me because I'm fat. Look, you could be fat if you want to. Case in point, 50% of the population almost are obese and overweight. So you have every right to be fat. There's no fat genocide. No one's trying to hunt and kill fat people. You're doing that yourself. You're just killing yourself off. This is why so many people died from COVID, because of obesity. This is why 30 to 40,000 people a month, fuck COVID, 30 to 40,000 people a month die from obesity related issues every fucking month. Every fucking month. Okay? Do the math. That's like 10,000 people a fucking day. But no one cares about that. Oh my God, a person had got COVID today. Yeah, you can't control what a virus does, but you can control what you put in your mouth. And if you exercise, it's complete brainwashing. It's complete brainwashing. And this whole social justice movement nonsense is just changing the narrative, but it's not changing the facts. It's not changing the fact that people are dying from obesity the same, if not more than ever before. But now there's power in being fat and daring. Oh, you're so fucking daring. You're so fucking daring. You know what's daring? Walking down the stairs being obese. That's fucking daring. You might break an ankle and be immobile the rest of your life. You know what's daring? Daring is being fat and rolling the dice with diabetes, rolling the dice with heart disease. Yeah. You're so daring. You're such a risk taker. Fucking idiots. Preventable disease. Since when is that something to write home about? Since when is that, hey, you know, we used to call your mom or you call your dad and be like, hey, I passed the exam, or I did great, or I got an A on the test, or I won the championship. I'm so proud of myself. Do you call home and be like, hey, I gained 10 pounds? No one cares. Oh, congratulations, sweetheart, for daring to be fat. Congratulations for daring to be fat. No one says that because it's ridiculous. However, we're supposed to pat people on the back for stuffing their face and being lazy. Rather than actually excel, rather than actually do anything with their lives, you just want a handout. You just want your taint rubbed. You just want a pat on the back for doing jack fucking shit. Full Matt Damon. Full Matt fucking Damon.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
All right, let's see what we got here. Aaron Hardy, I'm totally turned away from social media because of this, quote, I'm fat, you must accommodate me bullshit, and parents who make their children obese. Fuck yeah. Cerny, can they explain what kind of power they have from being fat? No, they don't have to, Cerny. That's the problem. They don't have to explain. All they have to do is say that, and then their feelings are validated, and no one can argue it. That's why I continuously get pushback. That's why I lose subscribers every time I make a post. That's why I get flagged, because I'm actually talking about this shit. But you have channels that mukbang and facefuck and just promote obesity, and they just get all the love. Oh, hashtag body positivity. Did you know that hashtag body positivity is trending on TikTok? And all it is are people saying, I love my body. Look at how outgoing, look how confident I am. Why is confidence a reason to not change? Why is confidence a reason to not change? Body positive community. Why is that the reason why you don't have to change? Oh, you're so confident. That's delusion. You're confusing confidence with delusion. You're tricking yourself into thinking you're confident. You're just being apathetic about your health. You're not doing anything. You are tricking yourself. Again, this is very Orwellian. It's like double think. You're tricking yourself into denying the facts. And like, oh, well, I'm just beautiful the way I am. I'm confident. I'm daring. No, you're not. You're fucking fat. You're fat. It is what it is. It is what it is. You don't have to be fat. It's your choice. It's your choice to take care of your health more. Are you going to look like a supermodel? Maybe not ever, but you can definitely take care of your health more and stop trying to justify not taking care of your health. It's not a good look. Hey, give me a pat on the back. Love me for being average. I'll pass. I don't respect people that are fucking pussies. Anyway. Oh yeah, they just want attention. Yvonne, I'm just existing while they're actively trying to draw attention to themselves to get more likes. Agreed. Kelly's weight loss journey, love your body enough to keep it healthy and trim. Hashtag body positivity. See, that's a proper approach, right? Love yourself. Love yourself enough. That's what body positivity should be. It should be loving yourself, respecting yourself to the point where you don't have to try to, what? You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change anything in terms of like what other people think. Love yourself enough to change yourself. Love yourself enough to invest in your health. That's all it is. Invest in your health. Take care of yourself. It's very simple. Very simple. Mickey, if your weight was so healthy, why do so many obese people have to lose weight to have a baby or to even get pregnant? Mickey, stop trying to make sense of it. Stop trying to make sense. All right. Why do you have to lose weight to have surgery? I wonder why. Maybe because if we put you under with anesthesia, you might not wake up because you're too fucking fat. Something like that. Don't try to make sense of it, Mickey. You're not going to. I appreciate the attempt, but your logic is going to fall on deaf ears. Not here, but you try using that logic in the real world. Ooh, you're going to get canceled. Careful. Kashina, I don't understand why people don't want to be healthier than they are. I've always been told to be better and do better. Mediocrity was not acceptable for us. Well, that's when people were raised to excel. That's when people were raised in order to try to do better, right? You try to raise winners, not raise people that are striving for mediocrity and striving for average. Let's see. Captain Helmet, how is there is nothing I can do to change this, in quotes, considered positive? I don't see it as positive. I mean, people are like confusing this with, I'm never going to look like a skinny mini. Maybe not. Maybe you're never going to look like a skinny mini, but I'll be fucking damned if you're just going to sit around and just magically be fat. That's not the case. I guarantee any of these people that are obese and like, I just can't lose weight. Bullshit. You've never really tried that hard. And if you did it the wrong way. You don't just magically keep you don't magically keep 200 extra pounds of body fat on you. It just sticks to you like glue. It doesn't happen. You're just not making good food choices. And maybe you're just eating the wrong macros. You're eating plant-based when you should be eating animal fats and getting organ meats and eating nose to tail. Maybe keto or carnivore is better for you. A lot of people don't actually invest and are really interested in pursuing their own customized and individualized health and nutrition, which is why we're pushing the 7 pillars all the time, which is why we're crushing it in the Swole fam, which is why 2020 was a fucking amazing year for us. It was an amazing year for the Swole fam. Why? Because we fucking crush it. Because we do the same shit all the fucking time. It's called reps. It's called consistency. It's pillar number 7. You're doing it all the fucking time. What's going to happen? Results. Why? Because you're endlessly fucking trudging and smashing the same fucking nail. You're hammering those fundamentals. What's going to happen? You're going to get amazing results. It's not fucking magic, but everyone wants magic. Or protect my fucking feelings. Give me attention and protect my feelings. You're not a victim. No one wants to hear your bullshit. We're tired of your nonsense. Fuck off. All right. That being said, let's get into another Swole fam post. This one's from Harley. This is a good post. It's a good post. Let's get deep. We got a deep post here coming, fam. Let's go into it. All right, Harley. Little story for you guys, has nothing to do with me, but I do think it's a telling example. So, some background. Before COVID lockdown, there was this guy at my gym, always pushing himself, making the jabroni grunting noises, walking around the gym saying shit like beast mode or come on, push it. Don't get me wrong, he's a nice guy, but you get the picture of what kind of gym dude I'm talking about. Sounds like me. Walking around like, yeah, grunting and shit. You've heard those virtual trainers. I'm in there fucking grunting, acting a fool. Yeah. Stop fucking making eye contact with me, bro. I'm trying to make some gains. Let me pour some more coffee for the rest of this. Looks like a novel. I'm down. After the lockdown ended, I didn't see him at the gym anymore. My first thought was that he moved to another gym, which opened recently, marketing more to the meathead bodybuilding powerlifting crowd as the owners of this bodybuilding competition, as the owners are a bodybuilding competition couple, and my gym lost some more of the, quote, hardcore members to the new place. Yesterday, however, I saw him back at the gym, walking around and talking to people. I just said a quick hello and moved on. He had not gained any body fat, but he had definitely shrunk in size and lost a lot of muscle mass. It's been almost 7 months since the lockdown, and I don't think he worked out since. After he left, I overheard the owner speaking to another member at the gym. Both knew him well about how he had lost all motivation when the lockdown started because he missed the social aspect of going to the gym. He was always talking to everybody, and some evenings with all the heavy lifters there, it was like a social event, having a drink, talking and working out in between, slapping each other on the ass, etc. With all that gone, so was his motivation. It surprised me because he came across as one of the really hardcore and motivated to push through no matter what type of guys. My point being is that this is what has been said here quite a lot on the podcast, and I think it was on the Daily Swole yesterday or something, that this reliance on external stimuli or other people to take care of yourself or your health. If you want to make friends or socialize, there are plenty of opportunities to do so, but taking care of your health and fitness as a goal in and of itself so that you can keep working towards those goals no matter your current situation. This is a fucking hell of a post. That's a hell of a post. Yow. That's a hell of a post. So this is definitely something that we've been talking about recently because there was a question the other day on the podcast about training partners and someone it was training partners, and someone else had asked. Remember, they said that they used to go to a CrossFit gym, but they're not doing a CrossFit anymore, and they're trying to get inspired to go to the gym by themselves. So we've talked about this in a couple different ways the last week. I feel like that's actually been a common topic because inspiration or staying motivated, I don't like that word, you know that, but depending on other people, whether it's a group class, whether it's a gym, that's why you need to have all the skills and the discipline to do it no matter what. That's why I'm still training at home, because I do not want to rely on the gym. I don't trust the gyms to stay open. And plus, I'm still trying to master my home training and my own discipline to get it done myself. It's so important to be able to do it yourself. And if it's a challenge for you to work out at home, that's a challenge that you should overcome, because in the case that you have to, you already have that skill built. You already have that discipline built. And anytime there's vulnerability, you want to minimize your vulnerability. This goes back to what I was saying before, that it's all about what you can control. You can't control what the federal government does. You can't control what anyone else does, even really locally. You can't control what other people do. What you can control is whether or not you have your variables locked in. If you can control and minimize your risk or minimize your vulnerability to not having certain foods, to not having certain access to equipment, you are going to be more consistent overall. And as per the 7 pillars, if you're more consistent, you're going to get more results, period, end of story. That's a great story. That's a great post. That gives a lot of context. So I appreciate you sharing that, Harley. That's good shit. That's good shit. Pedro, the hardest choices require the strongest will. We have all been humbled by our struggle, and that's why we know we need to execute more daily. All these positivity folks lack shame and hard work. I think shame is underrated. I personally think shame is underrated. Shame is going to get you to be self-accountable and to fucking step up and get your shit done. If you're trying to pander to everyone's feelings, then no one actually gets the truth, and you're just protecting people's feelings, and that's what we deal with now. We pretty much get the pussification of America. Kelly's weight loss journey, completely agree. Went to the gym the other day with a friend of mine. I got through my first set before he joined me because he wanted to socialize. Then got mad at me because I started without him. Sounds like you're going to the gym with a jabroni. Sounds like you got a case of the jabronis, Kelly. Jesse, this post makes me glad that I had already established my workout habits as a solo activity at home. Didn't miss a beat when the lockdown hit. Agreed. That was the same thing for me. Now, I've been training in the gym my entire life. I have always trained in the gym, only for one summer at home, but I had a barbell and stuff. So only one summer, and that was the simplest exercise I ever did, and that's probably the most gains I ever made, was this one summer at home. And what I did was I pivoted and I started training only at home about 2 or 3 weeks before the official lockdown started. So I was already 2 or 3 weeks ahead of that transition. So by the time the lockdown happened, I didn't even care. I didn't even look to see if my gym was open. I knew it was closed, but at the same time, I didn't care because I just went, you know what? Gyms are going to close. I bought all the stuff and I just dedicated myself to only training at home. Even when I could have gone to the gym for probably another week or two, which wouldn't have been a good idea, safety-wise. This is back in March. But I made the point to change before that actual hammer came down. That way, when it did, there was no change for me. I already made that change, but it was on my terms. So I made the change before, and then when it was already shut down, I was already focused. It was no change. So I pivoted myself. And that's what's most important. It's most important. You got to pivot early. Pivot early and keep control of your health and minimize your vulnerabilities. All right. Hashtag execute more. Hashtag execute more for a chance to win today's Swole card. It's going to be fire. Going to be fire. I got a burp. Yeah. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Oh, definitely not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's take one more question and then we'll get deeper with some more shit posts. Let's see what we got here. We got another Ask Papa Swolio. This is from Instagram again. Let me just zoom this out. This one is from The Phoenix is Alive. Well, the Phoenix is kind of always alive, right? Kind of keeps on coming back, but you know, whatever. Gym opened up again. I got fat. What's the best fat burning, muscle making workout? Thank. Ugh. Fuck this post. Fuck this post. That's the most general question. I'm not even going to touch that one. Yo, get yourself a better question, Phoenix. I appreciate the question, but you got fat. What's the best fat burning, muscle making workout? Woof. Woof. I can't even answer that. That is unanswerable. Download the copy. I'll tell you what, go to Swolenormousx.com. Here's the best answer. And this is not an insult. This is not me passing it off. That's just the laziest fucking question. Head on over to Swolenormousx.com, download at the top of the page, download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous and learn how to get started. That's you're a complete beginner. You're starting from scratch. Can't even answer that. Michael Junto. Papa Swolio, do protein shakes make that much of a difference? Not in my book. I sucked down protein shakes for years and I don't now. I'll take things like collagen protein. I eat plenty of grass-fed beef. I get plenty of protein. I don't find any personal need to take extra protein. You can. Most people just don't eat properly fundamentally. So a lot of people just opt for, hey, I'm working out. Let me take a shake. That's a very fitness industry, diet pill, diet, if you want to call it diet culture, fat burning. Go to GNC and Vitamin World and get my supplements. You know, these are the kind of people that they start CrossFit. They have to have the shoes, they have the wraps, they have the straps, they have their whole gear. Or those people that come into the gym and they have like all matching Under Armour suits and outfits. It's like, bro. Yeah, have you ever seen those people that come in? They have the same neon green Under Armour. They have the shoes that match the shorts, that match the shirt, that match the hat. And you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So you don't need all the gear. You don't need all that shit to start lifting. What you need to do is get those fundamentals. So I would say, again, for you too, Michael, download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, learn the proper fundamental principles of nutrition, of training. And then if you need to add, if you need to sprinkle in, if you want to try some different shakes, you just got to be careful with supplements because there's a lot of shitty supplements, a lot of shitty artificial supplements. There's a lot of low quality proteins. There's a lot of unabsorbable proteins and things that don't work for certain people. So I generally don't recommend them unless you have your nutrition on point, but it's certainly not something that is required. Jeff Ashton, Papa Swolio, any recommendations on kettlebells? I want to buy a couple for home and I don't know shit about them. Brands, weights for a beginner. Any info is much appreciated. Want to execute more at home. Good question. So there's different types of kettlebells. There's hard style and soft style, also known as just standard, but competition kettlebells. I have a couple competition kettlebells. I don't like them really. I just don't like the shape of them. It's just not my personal preference. Competition kettlebells are designed for competition. They're all the same size. So when you go up in weight, it's still the same size. You don't have a bigger kettlebell. Whereas with the standard kettlebells, you'll have the bigger the kettlebell or the heavier the kettlebell, the bigger the kettlebell, the thicker the handle. So I prefer the hard style kettlebells because it'll work more on your grip strength, and it just feels even better when you're lifting a bigger kettlebell. So that being said, I would recommend, I mean, in terms brands, there's a lot of different ones. The most important thing is you want to get a reputable brand. So I have, and this is only because when I started buying kettlebells, it was during the lockdown, and the only company that was restocking regularly was Rogue. So all my kettlebells except for like one or two, I think those are two that, let's see, one of them is from Kettlebell Kings, but Kettlebell Kings is more expensive, but they have free shipping and a lifetime warranty. I think those are great too, but they rarely stock up. I don't even know if they have proper stock now, but their shipping takes forever. They don't restock often, but Rogue restocks and ships pretty regularly. So I would just recommend Rogue just because that's what I've purchased. But there's different types. There's powder coated ones, there's E-coat, there's the standard ones. So I can't speak from all the different types. There's a lot of good ones. I know people say Dragon Door, people say Kettlebell Kings, people say Rep Fitness. I mean, a lot of them are the same, but they just get stamped differently. So the ones that Rogue gets, that's not from this country. Rogue makes some that are made in the USA. A lot of them, they're from overseas or somewhere. So some of the kettlebells you'll find are just the same warehouse, but they stamp the iron differently with the logo. But I have used the Rogue kettlebells. That's just what my experience is. So in terms of the weights for a beginner, it depends on what movements you're doing. Oh, not to mention if you're doing hard style kettlebells. So those are better for two-handed exercises. So if you want to do two-handed kettlebell swings, I recommend those over the competition, because you just have bigger, more space for your hands. So I would recommend if you're doing, in terms of things like you're trying to get better at cleans, you want to do windmills, you want to do snatches, I would start with something like a 35. So for dudes, generally a 35, 44, or a 53 in terms of the kilograms. A 53 is 24 and a 35 is a 16 kilogram. So for a dude, you'll work up pretty quickly if you've been training for a while, you'll work up pretty quickly from a 35 to a 53. But that's a good range to start with. Now, if you want kettlebell swings, like heavier kettlebell swings, that's going to be a whole different thing. You can learn form, but it's going to be pretty light for you if you're doing a 35-pound kettlebell swing, two-hand. So it depends on where your personal experience is. So I would recommend getting something like a 35 or a 44. If you can get a bunch, it depends on how many you're trying to get. But what's really important with kettlebell is that you learn technique. Technique is so important. And it's very easy to try to get that ego up front, like, hey, grab a heavier kettlebell. You do not want to throw around a kettlebell that's too heavy for you. It's different with weights. If you're doing a bench or something, like, oh, it's a little bit too heavy, you get a couple, you drop the weights in the gym or something like that. With a kettlebell, it's such a dynamic movement. If you go too heavy, you'll fucking hurt yourself. You can fuck your shit up. So I have kettlebells that go from, I have one kettlebell that I got that's like a 13. It was too small. I got it from Mama Swolio. I didn't realize how small it was. And it's like, I can't even fit my hand in it. It's stupid. It's like a fucking paperweight. But I have 35, or I have what's that, 24, something less than a 35, but it's from Kettlebell Kings for her. And then I have 35 through 150, pretty much. I think I have everything. I have a couple doubles. I have doubles of, I have like 3 or 4 competition kettlebells I don't really use. Rarely do I use them. So not my best purchases, but I got them. I got them because I wanted kettlebells with certain weights that weren't available in the hard style. But since then, I got the hard style ones, and that's pretty much all I use. I don't use the competition ones. But I got doubles on 40s. I got doubles on 62s. And that's it. That's it. For the competition, I have a doubles with 53s, I think, but I don't use those. But those kind of things are okay if I'm doing like double rack squats. But I do that with the 62s. I just prefer using the hard style. So anyway, Let's see, Josh, Jeff, training serious for about a month and never worked with a kettlebell before. I would do a 35 then. I would do a 35. If you can, and Jeff, if you can get like a couple different ones, I would get a 35, a 44, and a 53. That way you'll learn, because once you progress and you get used to the cleans, you'll be able to go up pretty quickly. Because I still jump in, I'll still grab a 44. Like I usually warm up because I have two. I really do like the Rogue E-Coat ones. I haven't tried the new powder coat ones, but I got two of the E-Coat ones, and I have one that's a 44 and one that's a 53. And I usually now, when I warm up, when I do like my first, if I do like some snatches or some cleans or just kind of like some halos and some warm up stuff, I'll just grab the 44, fuck around, do some windmills, shit like that. And then I usually do my working sets in terms of snatches and stuff. I'll go up to the 53 or the 62 if I'm going heavier. And then, for my kettlebell swings, I live with, unless I'm doing one arm, usually I do two. But for the kettlebell swings, I live with the 97 and above. Your powder coat bar, we'll have you tried it with the kettlebell though. The E-Coat's great because it slides better. That's opinion. But I'm open to trying. I'm open to trying one of. It depends on which one I need, because I don't like having different types. I don't want to have like a different, 153 with a powder coat, one with an E-Coat. Because usually I'm usually doing one arm stuff. I think that's where kettlebells really flourish. I don't like a lot of double kettlebell stuff. I think it's much better to do single arm, because when you do single arm, when you do one side, you get so much cross body stabilization, and there's so much of that instability that you don't get with dumbbell stuff. Because with dumbbells, you're usually doing two dumbbells. You can do one, but there's just so much dynamic nature with doing a one arm. And plus, if you have an imbalance or a weaker side, it'll help bring that side up with coordination. I like single arm stuff with kettlebells a lot more. But I've been looking at that powder coat. I might upgrade or get another one. Thing is, with like after that, I have the 62 and I have a 70. I don't really want to. There's just limited situations where I'll have some of those. But you can do like walking lunges great with double, or you can do, like we've talked about before and Phil's mentioned, you can do farmer's walks with heavy kettlebells and stuff. And plus, when you get a bigger kettlebell, you have a thicker grip, so it's pretty gangster. But the powder coat ones look good. But they just added that recently, so. All right, you ready for more, fam? Here we go. Let's get into it.
That's deep.
Oh, I think it is. I think it's deep. Here we go. This is from Nalgana Positivity Pride. Are you ready, fam? Are you ready? Come on, let's get some. Come on. Do you want some more action?
What's in the box?
Oh, yeah. How deep can we go? Come on. Here we go. Drop some biceps and gorillas if you want some more shit post action. I know you do. I fucking know you do. All right. Here's the quote. My body will never be able to lose weight in a healthy way. If you see a weight reduction, is 'cause I'm struggling. What? What are you talking about?
Who told you could eat my cookies?
What are you talking about?
He's heating up!
What are you talking about, Nalgana? Whatever the fuck that is. My body will never be able to lose weight in a healthy way. How is that? What are you talking about? If you see a weight reduction, it's because I'm struggling? The fuck are you talking about? Is 'cause. You can't speak. You have terrible grammar, and you're angering me. You're angering the papa. Stop angering the papa. Who the fuck are these people? I think these are like official retards. I need some.
My name's Forrest Gump.
The fuck are you talking about? My body will never be able to lose weight in a healthy way. If you see a reduction, it's because I'm struggling. It sounds like you're being successful. If you're losing weight, then you need to struggle more often. I think that's the point. If you are struggling, that's what happens when you have a challenge. And that's what happens when you overcome a challenge. You struggle and then you succeed. Congratulations. You learned how to how to overcome adversity. Good for you. Good for you. This is fucking ridiculous. Mercedes, I tried downloading your 7 Pillars ebook, but I did not receive it in my email. Not even a spam folder. Impossible. It goes out automatically. Tried downloading it again. It automatically gets sent out. So you can try a different email, but it definitely gets sent out automatically. So maybe it got stuck in a different folder. You know, Gmail has like 1,000 different folders now. It's got promotions, it's got spam, it's got this, but they all get sent out. So I would just do it again. It's there. It gets sent out automatically. So sorry you can't find it, but it's there. And if you still have problems, or you try a different email or you do it again, just send us an email to support@Swolenormous and we'll send you a link. But many people have gotten it already. So I don't know. Technology, who knows? I would just do it again. Because Domino's and Netflix are signs of no struggling. Yeah, I've gotten things completely just disappeared in my inbox. And it was in some weird promotions folder. Like, what the fuck is a promotions folder? I just have my email always set to all inboxes and it'll pull up. Well, you know what happens with the ebooks is that people ruin it by spamming people's inboxes with garbage emails. And then when you get sent an email you want, Gmail's like, you don't like emails, right? Here, we're going to hide this. So it fucking happens probably more often than I would like to know about. But if you have any issues, just do it again. Try a different email or something. We'll help you out. If you need to, just contact our support. Use a live chat on the site. They'll help too. All right, we got another one. Let's do another one. Drum roll.
What's in the box?
All right, so here's if you need help, if you're a doctor, you're a nurse practitioner, you're someone in the medical industry, here's how you should be dealing with your patients. Here's how you should work with your patients if you're really going to truly have a health at every size approach. Are you ready for some shit? I think you are. Okay, so the health at every size approach, and this is from Women in Symposium, Epicured Women in GI Symposium, action steps for clinicians. Examine your own biases. So that's right, clinicians, it's not your job to actually help the person figure out what's wrong with them. You have to examine your own biases. It's not like you went to school for 10 fucking years to figure out what people are suffering from and how to help them with their diseases and their symptoms. But hey, examine your own biases. Let's not encourage people to take control of their health. It's your biases. Fucking assholes. Change your terminology because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Remember, if they're fat and it's their fault, you can't tell them that. You have to change your words so you don't hurt their feelings. 3, create a weight-inclusive office space. That's right, have chairs that can fit 500 fucking pound people. And also make sure that you are pandering to people that are unhealthy because you don't want them to change. Because they don't want to change, even though they're at the doctor's office. I don't understand. Don't weigh clients. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You stupid cunts. You stupid fucking cunts. Don't weigh your clients. That's right. Don't weigh your patients. One of the most important things to do, standard, fundamental. How tall are you? How fucking much do you weigh? How much is the earth trying to pull you into the center of the fucking core? This is so stupid. Don't weigh yourself. Don't weigh clients. If you're a doctor, the poor people that are in this fucking industry, they're just getting hosed. Don't weigh your clients. Oh, shut the fuck up. Screen for disordered eating behaviors. Well, if someone is 400 pounds, yeah, you can pretty much summarize that visually. But yeah, okay, if they have disordered eating, sure. In other words, we need more functional medicine. We need more all-encompassing holistic health. Sure. Prescribe intuitive eating and joyful movement in addition to joyful.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Never go for a retard.
Prescribe intuitive eating. Sure. So not only should you not look, okay, so change your terminology, create a weight inclusive office space. Don't weigh your clients. However, screen for disordered eating, but then prescribe to them disordered eating. Prescribe to them intuitive fucking eating. the fuck are you talking about? Do we have nurses in the comments? Tell me we have nurses in the comments. Tell me we have nurses. Tell me we have some people that are in the health industry that could be like, what the fuck is this shit? There you go. What we got here? Kelly, what the fuck? As a nurse, I think this is complete BS. There you go. There you have it, folks. There you have it. Jesus Christ. I posted this on TikTok. This is it kind of reminds me of the Virgie Tovar post where she was saying, I switched doctors because my other one didn't pander to my feelings enough. Prescribe intuitive eating. If your clinician is prescribing, you should listen to your doctor. But if your doctor is prescribing intuitive eating, get another doctor. Get another opinion. Get a second and a third and a fourth opinion until you find someone that actually gives you the fucking truth. And joyful movement. Why is that capitalized? Why is joyful movement? This fucking joyful movement. Why is that a J and an M capitalized? In addition to other prescribe eating whatever the fuck you want and just doing general movement, in addition to other health behaviors. Like what? Like eating better? Like exercising regularly? So the clinician has to, okay, let me tell you something. Fucktards. Let me tell you something, fat positive, health at every size, fucking moron nuggets. When you're going to the doctor, you're not screening the doctor. When you're going to see a nurse practitioner, when you're dealing with a nurse, they're not in the patient seat. You're there because you need help. You're there for their expertise, okay? If you go to a doctor's office, you're going there to get information from someone who knows a lot more than you do. You are going there because they are experts. Do you go to an auto shop and then tell them what to do? No, you drop off your car, you say, fix this. They say, cool, we'll fix this and we'll let you know how much it is. And then they tell you and you're like, cool. And you pay it and they fix your fucking car. You know why? Because they're the experts. Oh, but you can get scammed at an auto parts store. You get the point. You're going to a place where they are going to do something. If you go to get your nails done, you're going there because they know what they're doing. You don't go to a nail tech and be like, hey, can you don't do it this way, do it this way, don't do this. And be like, go fucking do it yourself. Okay? Don't go to a doctor and then tell them how to screen you. Don't go there and tell them how to treat you. That defeats the purpose. You're going there for information that you don't have yourself. If it hurts your feelings, that is on you. You need to change your pussified fucking brain. You need to stop being a victim. That's so ridiculous. You're supposed to screen for disordered eating behaviors and then prescribe a disordered eating behavior. You have to create a weight. How do you create a weight-inclusive office space and not weigh your clients? So how do you know if it's inclusive or not? Don't you have to wait? Like, how the fuck are you going to make a weight-inclusive office space? I'll tell you a story, and it's going to begin and end with you taking control of your life and you taking control of your health and taking some personal responsibility. If you go into any kind of office, okay, you might not like what I'm about to say. Okay, so earmuffs if you're sensitive. If you go into an office, any office, and you cannot fit in a chair, okay? If you cannot fit into a chair, a standard chair, if you cannot fit into a standard chair, I'll repeat, if you cannot sit in a standard fucking chair, if you cannot fit on a bench or a chair that's standard in an office, you need to change. There's something wrong. That is a red flag. Okay? If you are 7 foot tall, you already know what to expect. You're used to it. If you're 3 feet tall, you know what to expect. You're used to it. If you're 400 pounds, you should know what to expect. But that's on you. Okay? The thing is, the 3 foot tall and the 7 foot tall, that's not a choice. The 450 pounds, that's a fucking choice. Okay? That's a choice by not making the right choices. Oh, I didn't choose to be this fucking fat. Well, you didn't choose not to eat all the Twinkies. You didn't choose to not eat the entire row of fucking Oreos over and over again for 30 fucking years. So just because you didn't check the box like saying, I want to be obese and morbidly obese and immobile, you didn't make all the other fucking decisions. It's a summary of all your fucking habits. It's a summary of all your choices. So just Get fucked.
Go fuck yourself.
Get fucked. You're a bitch. We don't like you. We don't want you in our society. We're tired of having these victims in our society. This is nonsense. Josh, next we'll say go to recovery groups for alcohol and drug abuse and tell the group how you will do it. That's right. That's right. Angel Brown, I'm so done with fat people wanting the entire world to accommodate their stature when it's almost always their own fault. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's get some time for
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown and I lose you?
Oh, smash that like button. Thank you, sit and spin fucking like police over here. Hit that like button. If you're brand new, if you hit, come on, we got a lot of people watching. Hit that like button. How much time does it take? No time. Oh, and while we're here, let me just remind you all, down below, you'll see that the Daily Swole is on your favorite podcast app. So not only can you watch the live stream every day, you can also bang your ear holes with a knowledge cock on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere you enjoy your podcast. If you listen on Apple, especially Apple Podcasts, take a moment, scroll down right now and drop some stars. Hit those stars if you enjoy the podcast. Appreciate a 5-star review, but also leave a comment. I would love to feature you here on the podcast. I'm giving you a little leeway time so you can get and submit your reviews. It takes a moment or two for them to approve it and for them to make it onto the actual podcast app. But please go and leave a review on Apple Podcast. It makes a big difference in distribution. And plus, I would love to give you a shout out if you love the show. So go and leave a review right now. Yeah, smashing that like button. Smashing the like button is joyful movement. I agree. Let's get some gorillas there.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
Mel, can we change the like button to the tolerate button? Oh my God. That thumbs up is white supremacist. It's starting to offend me. That thumbs up, it's scary. It's scary.
Come on, stop whining.
It's so scary. That thumbs up is so intimidating. You know what? We got one more. Oh, we got one more. You ready for this? Come on. All right, we can wrap it up. We can go ahead. I'll do another Swole fan post. We got one more shit post, but we got to get this going. I got a good one. I got a good one for you. This one's from Melanie. Hey fam, just wanted to check in briefly. Thus far, since COVID and joining the Swole fam, I've lost 15 pounds and still dropping. Never thought I was going to be able to break my plateau, and certainly not amidst a pandemic and without the gym. But it allowed me to really take better care of myself over all the focus on establishing healthier eating habits. I continue to work out at home and have been going to the gym some now that it's reopened as well. I am certainly not perfect by any means, especially as I do struggle with an eating disorder, but I am making progress nonetheless. It is hard for me to admit this, but I am proud of what I've been able to accomplish thus far, and I'm so grateful for the continued support from the Swole fam. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Good for you, Melanie. That is fire. That is fucking fire. Ashton, I'm getting stares on the subway because Papa Swolio doesn't have a shirt on. Look at me, I got the fucking shirt on. Look at my titties. Look at my titties, Beijing. Yeah, you never seen fucking gains like that. In the Far East, the Far Swole. You're in Papa's realm now. Oh. I got something for you. You can turn the sound up. Turn the sound up. Where is it? Where's my shit? Where's my fucking shit? There we go.
USA, greatest country in the world. I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
So that's not quite Chinese oriented, but so cheers. Thanks for the vid. Appreciate it. We're doing great, by the way. I'm just kidding. Too soon? All right, it's okay.
Come on, stop whining.
Laugh a little bit. It's funny. It's fucking funny. There you go. The old biddies are glaring and side-eyeing. That made my day. Oh, yeah. Yuki Luna, former CNA here. If you're so heavy it takes 2 nursing assistants just to roll you over, you've got some serious issues. Hashtag execute more. Fucking preach. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? This one's from Ida. Good morning, fam. So today I'm incredibly busy. University stuff until 5 with 2 lectures and 3 deadlines I have to work on today. When I have to leave for a thing I'm part in hosting for my sorority, I'll be back at 11 in the evening, if not later. So here's my question. What do you do when you literally have no time to work out in a day? I know taking a day off won't ruin my progress as long as I get back on track, but I feel so bad and lazy. Well, either you make the time and you do it first, or you do a 7-minute workout, you do some yoga, some swolga, some meditation. There's usually time for 7 minutes. There's usually time for 10 minutes just to move a little bit, do some mobility. I think one of the best things to do is in the morning, no matter what, you do 10 minutes of mobility. That way, even if you can't just get shit done the rest of the day, you still got it in. You still did something every day because it's more about coats of paint than trying to do it all in one day. So, the 7 pillars. Doesn't have to be a hardcore workout every day, but it should be everything that you need to do physically and mentally for your body every day. So time management, prioritization, you could do it. You could do it. You could do it. And plus, it's just one day. So it doesn't mean you have to do weights today. You could do 10 minutes of mobility after 11 when you get home before bed. Meditation and yoga, 20 minutes. You got that shit. You got it. You got it. Not having time is not a reason. You can do it. You can do it, Ida. Swole fam's got your back. All right, here we go. We got another drum roll. We got some shit posted. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Well, cookies. Hide scales, not cookies. Hide scales and not cookies.
Who told you eat my cookies?
Perfect soundboard for that. Hide scales, not cookies. And of course, this is from Beth Rosen, MSRD-CDN. www.goodnessgraciousLiving.com. Here's one thing that I can do without in 2021. I can do without people that are flaunting bullshit letters after their fucking name. And I say bullshit because if you are an RD, if you're a registered dietitian and you're saying hide scales, not cookies, you are a fucking disservice to what you claim to be an expert in. You're just nonsense. You are essentially being a pretty evil fucking person. Because what you're trying to do is you're leveraging your degree, which is obviously meaningless. It's obviously meaningless because you didn't learn a fucking thing. You know nothing about how to properly guide someone through the perils of today's society. Hide scales, not cookies. So you have someone who has a master's degree. You have someone who is a registered dietitian. And what's that CDN? Cunt dick nugget? A cunt dick nugget. We'll call her a cunt dick nugget. Got to be careful of that nugget. Got to be careful of those nuggets. Beth Rosen, MSRD-CDN. So this just, to all the registered dietitians that aren't complete morons, to everyone that has a master's degree that's not an idiot, to anyone that's a CDN that, I don't know what the fuck that is, something with nutrition, doesn't even matter. Hide scales, not cookies. Warp, warp, warp. But we know that if you put your arm around someone's shoulder, if you lie to them and say you have education on the subject, oh, I have all these degrees, hey, do this because I said so, you can make money. People don't want to actually try. People don't want real effort. People don't want to hear the truth. They just want to hear what makes them feel good. Aha. Mm-hmm. I would love to, Jesse. I would love to. Can we hide people's bullshit degrees and pronouns instead? Please, 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 can we kick to the curb fucking pronouns and degrees? I agree. I agree. Fuck you and your letters. Fuck you and your letters. All that shit. I don't care about what social justice you're fighting for. We don't need to see that on Twitter. I don't care what you want to be called. I just don't care. I don't care. What's your name? What's your name? I'll call you that. How about that? This is a hack. I agree. Siobhan. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I couldn't say it better myself. Mike Miller. I thought it would be easy to come up with these kinds of dumb posts, but it's not as easy as you would think. It's hard. Someone's like, well, that's a troll account. It's not easy to have a troll account. It's not easy to come up with stuff that's this stupid. And this is not a troll account. This is a real person that's saying real nonsense. on her website now, and it's complete BS. Good, enjoy that. Now you have those cookies on your computer. Now your computer, and now the NSA, Facebook, and YouTube and Google all think that you are a social justice warrior. You're gonna start seeing ads for hair dye. Oh,
he's heating up.
You might want blue hair. Have you ever wanted bright pink hair? Check out these new products. Too soon? Too soon? All right, fam. Let's give away the Swole card. What a great episode. I fucking love it. Let's give away today's Swole card, shall we? Here we go. Swole card party. You have pink hair? Well, we'll let it slide. Awkward. Execute more beaches. Angel Brown, congratulations. There you go. Very nice. Everyone say congratulations, Angel Brown, for winning today's Swole card. Very, very, very nice. Come on. Say congratulations, Angel. Congratulations. Send us an email to support at... It's always the fucking in the back. Sit down. Sit down and show up more often and fucking drop a hashtag.
Stop whining.
Be nice. Congratulations, Angel. Everyone say congratulations, Angel, in the comments. Hashtag execute more and fuck average. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1616 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And this fucking Swole card will be sent to you really soon. Let me get this. Swole card winner and dun 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 dun. Closing nut. Nope, opening nut. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Hit the wrong button. Everyone's like, oh my God, we're starting the podcast again. There we go. Hello. No! Why is that coming back? No! No! Get away, Abraham! Get away, Abraham Lincoln! Everything's going nuts! Oh, the insanity! Leo! What are you doing here? This is insane. You're insane, gold member. Oh. You must protect the Tessie. That was a hot mess. Everything's off the fucking rails today. Woof. Brutal. But we still got it now. We still got it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1616 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleevescast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What the fuck is going on here? All right, I don't know. I hit too many buttons too soon, but make sure you go and leave a review on Apple Podcast ASAP right now. You can subscribe everywhere. Make sure you do so, and check out Swolenormousx.com for the Fuck Your Resolution specials. Go get it on, and I'll see you tomorrow for 1617. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like... relevant, off topic. My melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no